Welcome back to part 3 of May's Tarot Read. So for the last question, I always ask, what should the collective focus on for the month? Where should we put our energy? So we're looking at the global collective and where we should focus our energy for the month of May. So again, I already shuffled and cut the deck. So let's see. And we got soul contracts, soul agreements. Let's see. All right, some of us are going to have to hang on. Okay, so some of us are going to be hanging on to soul agreements. I get that in the physical, there's agreements that we're holding on to. Some I feel we may have to let go of, and some we have to fulfill. It's a soul agreement, a soul contract between people, or just between you for your own self. So here I feel like we've got a little bit of, it's paying attention to being a little bit, I want to say, disorganized, a little bit spread out, having your emotions all over the board kind of. So I think they want you just to be mindful is what I'm getting. This is a very maternal energy. So I feel like focusing on if you are a mom or if your mom is around, focusing on that kind of maternal bond. There's something within that. And focusing on the physical aspect for your children, because this is a child. The pages can be like childlike cards, and this is a very physical card. So however it is, I feel like we got both ends here. We've got I'm getting a very much maternal energy with this. And then this, I'm getting our kids. So I feel like focusing on your relationship with your parents and your children. And that can be all over the board. So let's see what else we get. Yep, it's emotions. It's focusing on the emotional love connection between those that are close to you. Because I think we have some endings, new beginnings. We have some rebirths. We have some people waking up to stuff. So you're going to have to pay attention to that is what I'm getting here. Queen of Wands is a very independent card. So I feel like some of us are going to need to walk away from things that are going against our independence, if that makes sense. So in any way we feel like we're not sovereign, if there's a toxic dynamic, a toxic, we're in not a positive work relationship. I feel, as far as like what our job is, what that stands for. I feel like there's some ways we may need to walk away from things that aren't serving us in that way. Okay, we're getting all the aces here. So I think it's going to be a balance of the emotional, mental, and physical here. Obviously, the spiritual. That is going to keep us getting through, first of all, the rest of 24. But it seems like May feels like to me, we're going to be hit kind of all over the board. And I don't mean hit, but I mean there's going to be things flying at us from all directions. So we're going to have to make sure to stay balanced, because this tells me we're getting it a little bit of everything here. So this feels like a lot. It feels a tiny bit chaotic. So to be mindful of all areas, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what you're doing. All these have to be balanced, well balanced. So I get paying real attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts create feelings and emotions, which create, reactions. So be mindful of that. I'm getting, because it's a little chaotic and it could be a little scattered, that we're going to have to keep ourselves in check this month. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So really, let's just focus on us, our thoughts, feelings, actions, and then let's focus on our parents for some of us and our kids for some of us. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.